From the newsroom at Castle Rexworth in the Rexworth Estates, I bid all of you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whenever you are. My name is Rexworth, Lord Rexworth, and I welcome you all to this special live coverage of the second presidential inauguration of Donald J. Trump. Joining me shortly will be Lady Larkin and Elijah Knightley, who were with me during our coverage on election night 2024.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. We were just getting underway, Elijah.
Hey, so sorry for cutting it this close. Turns out I had more to do this morning than I thought I did. Both of these elections kind of felt like Trump won against all odds, but in different ways. The first time around, it was just because so many people were saying he couldn't do it, and it was hard. And at times, it was hard to believe that he could. Though it got easier with every step of the campaign. This time around, he was facing even bigger odds, but he somehow, against those odds, managed to build a bigger and bigger support network, and you can see it all right here, like just the sheer breadth of American people he brought together.
Yes. Because
so many people are just kind of tired of the state of affairs and are interested in the kind of change he's, at least promising.
Yeah.
And I must say, with the sheer scale of victory he's won here, with the amount of control that he and his cohort now have over the government, he better get to work fast.
Well,
you might as well, I am curious why they're holding the inauguration indoors.
They had said originally that it was due to the weather. Cold snap has swept through most of the United States over this past weekend. But then there's also rumors that it was a matter of security, and especially of national security. Apparently, several police departments saying that they would not assist with any of the security measures for the inauguration. I believe that included DC Metro Police.
Oh man, it gives you an idea of the DC Police, doesn't it?
Yes, it really does. Yeah, here we go. From Fox News, Trump to make more than 200 executive actions on day one. He said he needs to get right to work. Quite right. Let's see.
Take everything Biden did and reverse it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care.
Yeah. As we are streaming live right now across Twitch, YouTube, and also on Rumble today. Bring back the presidential top hat. It's been too long. Yeah, well, I could probably get behind that. Yeah, we could do with some presidents who wear top hats. Though,
especially given how many presidents are old and balding these days.
Yeah.
I do feel the need to point out the statues of Lincoln and Lee. That's interesting that they specifically chose those presidents. Mm-hmm. Very much associated with the Civil War.
Yes.
But I guess if you want it projects an image of unity, if nothing else.
Yes, indeed.
My Southern pride is coming out. Every so often they play a few notes in this, and I think they're going to start playing Dixieland.
Gosh, they actually have room in the rotunda to do sweeping camera angles like that. President and Vice President outgoing, thank God.
I think Biden's already out, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
He's already
he's
already on the beach in Florida.
Yeah, he's God, he has such an empty look on his face. Kamala's just like, I hate it here. I hate it here. And the man himself. Hey, yes, our man of the hour. Pretty much in low key, Chuck Schumer was the president in the background, not Biden. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Not only that, but the staff and also Jill Biden. When the records finally come out, I'm fairly certain we will find out that this was sort of a repeat of what we saw in Woodrow Wilson's final years as president.
You know what they say, the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is a few years and a declassification.
Yeah, pretty much. Lark, welcome in.
I'm so sorry that I'm late.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Not a problem at all.
We are officially unburdened by what has been.
There are times I'm sure you thought it was pretty dark. But look what God has done. We praise him.
Amen. I love how he's saying that, and Biden's sitting right behind him.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Imagine if he looked at the camera when he said "and domestic."
Bet and Trump got that old Slim Shady look. Lol.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Repeat after me.
There we go.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will
The J is for Trump. Is the J stands for John?
Yes.
the office of
Interesting.
President of
Sorry.
the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
All right.
Let's go!
Now the president shaking hands with Biden.
It looks like Biden was trying to get in another handshake with Trump, like 2 handshakes. But my guy, he's got other people to like handshake and hug.
Right, move out of the way.
Yes. The military stops for no one.
I think we can all truly appreciate the overtly spiritual tone of this inauguration.
Yes. That bloody
We're
time,
bringing
too.
We're bringing God back in all fronts. We're trying to bring God back and prayer back into schools. I think that's going to be a huge push
Yes.
during this administration.
Thank God, indeed, Panzer. Especially in the good times, important to remember not to faint, especially in our minds, in the time of adversity. I believe it's Proverbs that says, "If thou faintest in the time of adversity, thy strength is small." Message translation saying, if you fall to pieces in a crisis, there wasn't much to you in the first place. So
I hate
even
the
now,
Message Bible so much. I'm sorry.
no, but it's a good quote.
So watered down.
It's a good one though.
And all of these many betrayals. that
Again,
have
I
taken
just
place,
love how he's saying
and
all
to
this
give
and Biden
the
is
people
sitting
back
right
their
behind
faith.
him.
Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
He said it, chat. He said the thing.
Yeah, stand up for that. Stand up for that.
Oh,
Yeah. I like that phrasing, "remain in Mexico." You just put signs that say that on the wall. This just says "remain in Mexico."
The southern
Yeah.
border.
Stay
To
there.
repel the disaster, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Fine a fucking lead. I've been saying for years they should have done that.
I guarantee you'll find at least a few people on Reddit saying, "How dare he?"
Let them cry about it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Coat more and seethe harder.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks.
We're going old school.
Oh, we are so back, bro.
We're going to Massachusetts here.
Our cities and inner cities.
What happened in 1798?
That was the question. We need to look at.
Some shit went down, yeah.
As Commander-in-Chief,
uh,
I have no least amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it.
Let's go.
Time for some lowered
We
petrol
will bring
prices.
prices down.
Seriously, literally all we need is domestic oil production and everything will improve.
Export. My
25
administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
It's cool to cry, right? Like, this is all just sounding so good.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Just, I'm so happy,
Go
bro.
on, man.
After
Yeah, no.
years and
Basically,
years of illegal
the
and
policy of the last few
unconstitutional
decades has basically just been managed
free
decline, and it's
I
so
will also
wonderful to
sign
see
an
someone say, "Wait a minute,
executive order to
this
immediately
is
Get better.
stop all
bad.
government
We need to
censorship
stop
and
this."
bring back free speech to America.
Let's go! Yee-yee!
there are only two genders, male
Yeah,
and
let's
female.
go.
He ain't holding back.
No, and hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. It's about dadgum time.
He is essentially saying, I made some promises in the campaign trail. I am reiterating those promises, and I intend to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a man that keeps his
This
word
week
is a
I
good
will
man.
reinstate
Imagine
any
that.
service members
I know.
who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate.
Let's
with
go!
full back
Yes! Sorry, I'm just
No, it's nice to have someone so passionate to balance our stoicism.
I know!
A
Daddy's
short
home.
time from
Yes.
now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And we will restore the name
What?
He said it.
of a
He
great
said it.
president. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly. And nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours. And our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah.
No!
Thank you very much.
That was a really good speech.
Nicely done.
That was a great speech.
Yes, it was. She can rock with anything. That woman is amazing.
It's not quite on the level of Bleeding Gums Murphy, but you know what? We're also close to the time. Whoa, 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 go say, can you? I'm asking, can you see?
My gosh.
And the rocket's red glare, the bomb shoot 'em up, popping off in air.
My gosh.
A speech that makes you feel proud. Indeed, Megalon. Right, so a priest, a reverend, and a rabbi walk into an inauguration.
There have always been, since the beginning, since the dawn of time, there have been people who put more faith in their own beliefs than in, what would you call it, legitimate authority, right up to the highest authority, God. You know, it's the reason why it's literally the first events described in the Bible, people thinking they know better than God. And so the kind of enemy we've been dealing with will never truly go away, but it is nice that we can look forward to a reprieve.
Indeed.
So apparently there were left-wing protesters outside of Trump's inauguration, and they brought a guillotine to protest his inauguration.
I'm fairly certain that's a crime.
Like I said, they'll never truly go away. I'm gonna have to step out. I got an appointment to make it to, but this was really uplifting.
All right.
So thank you very much for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wait, I'm not allowed to bring a device to cut off people's heads to the presidential inauguration. Damn it, no. And it could be interpreted as a threat as well. That's
Honestly,
one of the
I would see it
definite
that way.
one of the definite limits to free speech in America is it is actually against federal law to threaten the life of the American president. He won the popular vote, won the electoral vote. He's got the mandate. He has got the mandate from heaven.
I mean, the votes for the whole U.S. were 300 to 272 or something like that. I mean, he won by a landslide.
Yeah, no, it's just fair to say that was a landslide, and it was quite a definitive, decisive victory on the popular vote front as well.
Do we want to guess? Do we want to make guesses here?
I
No.
don't read lips, so I can't even venture a guess. Other than bye loser. This is from Fox News, showing up on Yahoo. Trump to take more than 200 executive actions on day one.
Based.
Let's see, they're going to end catch and release, pause all offshore wind leases, terminate the electric vehicle mandate, abolish the Green New Deal, withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord, and take several major steps to assert presidential control over federal bureaucracy. There will be multiple omnibus executive orders signed that each contain dozens of major executive actions. Headline from Revolver News, Grace and high fashion are back. Melania, Ivanka, and Usha stunned with inauguration looks. So yes, as Rolva says, this day is not just about saving America's soul, it's also a celebration of the much-needed beauty, elegance, and the quiet, powerful resurgence of graceful femininity in our culture. In many ways, Melania and her family embodies that revival, so we can't wait to see what she wears tonight to further cement her place in the Fashion Hall of Fame. Effective January 20th, 2025, at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, the functionalities of CBP-1 that previously allowed undocumented aliens to submit advance information and schedule appointments at 8 Southwest border ports of entry is no longer available. All appointments have been cancelled. From WTIF News, Ohio artist creates a 15-foot-tall bronze statue of Donald Trump titled Don Colossus. Let's see, from Citizen Free Press. El Paso border entry was just shut down. Trump has announced the national emergency at the border, reinstated the Remain in Mexico policy, and has just ended catch and release.
I think I'm going to have to resign my stay here in the stream.
Oh?
Well, I have to go. I have my friend's birthday's today, actually, so it's Inauguration Day, and it's his birthday. I baked him some sugar cookies, so
special
yes.
delivery.
But thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
It was lovely to be here.
Yes.
I really appreciate you inviting me, and I hope to do this again with you and everyone else soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
Arrivederci, everyone.
All right, take care, Lark. Donald Trump sworn in as 47th president as he declares January 20th America's Liberation Day. King Charles III making his feelings clear in a private message to Donald Trump. His Majesty sent a personal message of congratulations to Donald Trump following his historic second inauguration as US President. That has been revealed now by Buckingham Palace. The monarch's private correspondence praised the special relationship between the United Kingdom and the United States. President Trump has previously spoken of having automatic chemistry with the late Queen and has described His Majesty as a really wonderful guy. The royal family continues to play a pivotal role in maintaining the UK's bond with America, with President Trump well known for his admiration of the British monarchy. Trump's team indicating he won't hit Canada with tariffs on his first day in office. Mexican border town declaring state of emergency as Trump pledges mass deportations. From Revolver News, two powerful theories emerging about Biden's pardon of Fauci, Cheney, and Milley, and etc. Let's call it what it really is, the powerful protecting their dutiful little flunkies. These are not heroes, they're pawns in a totally corrupt system, and who knows more about dishing out political punishment than Biden's regime. Regarding Biden's pardon of Fauci, Milley, Cheney, etc., any acceptance could be seen as a tacit admission of guilt or wrongdoing, validating years of attacks by Trump and his supporters. From Matt Van Swall over on Twitter. Breaking news, FEMA has just confirmed it is now looking into more long-term solutions to house those left homeless by Hurricane Helene.
Oh, wow, thank you so much! What a swift and speedy rescue!
Suspend refugee resettlement after communities were forced to house large and unsustainable populations of migrants, straining community safety and resources. The armed forces, including the National Guard, will engage in border security, which is in itself national security, and will be deployed to the border to assist existing law enforcement personnel. And in case you missed it, chat, cartels will now be designated as foreign terrorist organizations, and the Alien Enemies Act will be used to remove them. DOJ will seek the death penalty as the appropriate punishment for heinous crimes against humanity, including those who kill law enforcement officers and illegal migrants who maim and murder Americans. There's a priority to make America affordable and energy dominant again. Policies of climate extremism from the Biden regime will be ended. Empower consumer choice in vehicles, showerheads, toilets, washing machines, light bulbs, and dishwashers. An energy emergency will be declared to use all necessary resources to build critical infrastructure. The leasing of massive wind farms will end that degrade natural landscapes and fail to serve American energy consumers. The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord. All government agencies will take emergency measures to reduce the cost of living. Trade policy will now be America first. America will no longer be beholden to foreign organizations for national tax policy which punishes American businesses. Bureaucratic hiring will be frozen except in essential areas to end the onslaught of useless, overpaid DEI activists buried into the federal workforce. Regulations not in effect that Biden announced will be paused. Plan will be implemented for improved accountability for government bureaucrats. Federal workers will return to work in person, in office. Only 6% of employees actually work in person. Elon just ended his speech with the hardest Roman salute I've ever seen, Lamau. Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, wait, was that? You can bet the media is going to seize on that, though. Maybe get rid of the militarized portions of the USDA and let people go back to consuming raw milk. Let's see. America First foreign policy. Take swift action to end the weaponization of government against political rivals. Order all document retention as required by law. End unconstitutional censorship by the federal government. No longer will government employees pick and require the erasure of entirely true speech. Let us hope that that also means that they're not going to be leaning on tech companies and social media platforms to say, oh, hey, censor this, censor that. The president will establish male and female as biological reality and protect women from radical gender ideology. American landmarks will be named to appropriately honor our nation's history. From the Daily Mail, Trump to announce huge foreign aid crackdown to protect U.S. interest in Day One executive order. I believe they are cheering on betting Trump at this moment. Well done. Well done, lad. He does indeed look like a much younger version of his father. Bannon being credited for helping his father by giving him some very wise counsel to go on podcasts. Particularly podcasts like Joe Rogan. Breaking news, President Trump's iconic Diet Coke button has returned to its rightful place on the Oval Office desk of the White House. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you have any thoughts, questions, or ideas for future videos, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Twitter @LordRexworth for more updates and behind-the-scenes content. And if you want to support the channel, check out my Coffee or Throne pages. Links are in the description. Finally, be sure to visit LordRexworth.com and follow me across all platforms. That's LordRexworth.com. Until next time, I wish you all the best, and God bless.